Good day, I am Angeline, ID 122, and I will be teaching Foundation Math, Long List number 2. The topics include domain and range, exponential and logarithmic functions, and matrices.
The next step is to divide it by the determinant of A. So the easiest way for me to get the determinant of a matrix is by doing the diagonal method, which is, let me just, okay, maybe I can just write it here. Just add these two parts here. Take note that this is only applicable for a 3 by 3 matrix. So 2, 1, -1, 1, dito na lang sa walang sulat, 2, 1, -1, 1, 1, -2. So what we're going to do is to multiply this. Hindi mo masyadong kita. Okay, let's just do it here. 2, 1, -1, 1, 1, 2, -1, -1, -2, and then add these two columns, 2, 1, -1, 1, 1, 2. And then multiply diagonally this part, and this part, subtracted by the opposite diagonal, which is here. Okay, so let's do that. 2 times 1 times -2 is -4, plus 1 times -1 times -1, that's +1, plus -1, 1 times 2, that's -2. I think I wrote the wrong sign for this one. Negative. Okay, so this would be -1 times 1 times -2, that's +2. Minus the opposite side, which is this one. 1 times 1 times -2 is -2. 2, -1 times -2, that's +4. And -1 times -1 is +1. So -4, -5, and -4 plus 1, -3 plus 2, -1 minus -2 plus 4, +2 plus 1, 3. So your determinant is -4. So what we have to do now is to divide this by this one. So that's going to be, let's write it here. A -1 is going to be -4 divided by -4 is +1, -1, 0, then -3/4, 5/4, then -1/4. We have 1/4, -3/4, and -1/4. So we're not done yet. We still have to multiply this to your constant matrix B. So that's 2, 0, -2. So take note lang and remember the rules of matrix multiplication, which is, for example, for A11, you have to multiply the first row to the first column. So since we only have one column, we're just going to multiply by one column and then transfer agad to the next row. So your A negative 1 times C will now be times B will now be equal to 1 times 2 is 2. Wait, no. We have to do it like this pala. 1 times 2 is 2 plus negative 1 times 0 is 0 and 0 times negative 2 is 0. So your A 1 is 2 and next we have your A21 negative 3 over 4 times 2, that's negative 6 over 4. And 5 over 4 times 0 is just 0. Negative 1 over 4 plus 2 is 2 over 4. So now we get negative 6 plus 2, that's negative 4 over 4, that's negative 1. So negative 1. And then for A31, so 1 over 4 times 2, that's 2 over 4, plus 3, negative 3 over 4 times 0 is just 0. Negative 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4, that's 2 over 4. And we have 1. So your final answer is the unknown matrix here, which is C, is just 2, negative 1, 1. Yun. So this one's the final answer. So our next problem asks us to solve for the determinant of this matrix. So you will know that it is a determinant if it has this bracket that looks like an absolute value. So to find the determinant, like I've discussed earlier, what I like to do is the diagonal method one. So we can do that, and we can also check our answer by doing the expansion of minors. Okay, so for this one, I added the two rows na, so that's 1 times 1 times 2, 2, plus just 0, since this line here, 0 times any number would still be 0. Then this one, negative 2 times 3, negative 6 times negative 1, that's positive 6. So we have 8 here, minus 0 times this line is just 0. 1 times 4 times negative 1, that's negative 4. And negative 2 times negative 8 is positive 16. So that's going to be 8 minus 12, or just negative 4. So the answer here is negative 4. You can also check this by doing the expansion of minors method. So let's choose a row here. Another tip that I would like to give if you're asked to use expansion of minors in finding the determinant is to find a row that at least has a 0 in it. So that mas konti na lang yung hahanapan nyo ng expansion of minors. So for this one, you can use either this row or this column. Okay, so let's use this row. So what we have to do is to delete the rows of this row one by one. I'll just show you how it's done. So we picked the first row, no? So that's first row. So it means A11, A12, and A13 will be used. So for A11, this here. So you will delete this, and you're left with this 4 numbers. And then let's not forget to add the sign. So your sign for this part is positive since it's just positive, negative, positive for first row. And then we have 1 times 1 times 2, 2, minus 4 times negative 1, that's negative 4. So that would be 2 plus 4 is 6. So for A12, we have this one. But since it's 0, we're not going to use it na. Since 0 pa rin naman kalalabasan nun, kasi we have to times 0 on the outer part. So let's proceed to A13. For A13, we're going to delete this and this one, and we're left with 3, 1, negative 8, and negative 1. We're going to multiply negative 2. The sign here is positive, so retain the signs lang. And then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Minus 1 times negative 8, that's negative 8. So negative 3 plus 8, that's positive 5 times negative 2, that's negative 10. And then add this 2, we still get negative 4. Okay, so negative 4 is the answer for this part. Plus, then it could also be rewritten as multiplication. So we can join these two terms, x plus 2 times x minus 2 equals 4. So we could just multiply these terms inside. That would be x squared minus 4 log sub 2. So we can also rewrite this in exponential form. So remember na log of A with base B equals C is actually equal to CB equal A. So remember this format lang of transformation and we can apply it here. So 4 raised to 2 is equal to x squared minus 4. Then we can transfer or transpose negative 4 to the other side. That would be 16 plus 4 equals x squared. 4, 20 equals x squared. And then find the square root of both sides. So your answer will be x is equal to 2 square root of 5 or square root of 20. Okay, so that would be all for the discussion on the second long quiz of Foundation Math. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. You may also avail some past tutorials by scanning the QR code flashed on your screen. Once again, this is Angela Lim from Syntax, paving your way to excellence.